So yeah, we can always have one key question. Social media will be a sanity. Say Ghanaian players of my performance this season. Or I'm my few players be. So I'm my players. But in my opinion, I feel that Thomas Partey happens to be one player this season. Or yeah, Juma Pa, my Arsenal, both domestically and Europe. Obviously, Antoine Semenyo also so yeah, a lot for Bournemouth to go. So when you us cementing status as a key member of the final third for Bournemouth. And also see in Europe and for the Europa League, Inaki Williams and Bilbao, so see but amongst these players, but I come to choose as a standout in my opinion. No, Thomas Partey this season at Unyadeba Arsenal. Who say na a bit more can obeko encore or bet me atena Mikel Arteta trust Thomas Partey. Yeah, even bridging all of that trust between our non manager no. Also, any the confidence of the teammate with Declan Rice, with Martin Odegaard, everything he did for Arsenal now is superb. So, yeah, Inaki Ejuma, and Semenyo so Ejuma, but I'll be going for Thomas Partey as one player or Ejuma as a Ghanaian export Europe this particular season. This is Liverpool. Or my transfers at Afipa. Now, share squad where Medical catcher say, Omunaji the EPO no, but. Every signing that goes into their book this season, you know, as I said, it may improve what they did just ended season way. So share squad here, there with TV. So we a Liverpool fan, I have a lot of confidence. The manager being the first season, Alisson Becker being one of the top 4-5 goalkeepers in the world. Obaka Virgil van Dijk in the leadership, in the organization, everything he does within that defensive structure. Midfield. Back a buy, you know, not the formula engineer. So, but at some point, when him McAllister, a form partnership beer, what is Shoboslai, Esoswa, yeah, not just say Liverpool 4-3-3, no, Jumapa. Apart from Liverpool Midfield, no, they've also gotten hold of certain players in the final third, no, Omo Juma Europe. So let's talk about Liverpool area, Bay area, Ben and his slot. Obetimi Abaka. Now everything beyond no person who says sources someone enjoy a fee no a bit me answer to us I would have a lot of work. Yeah, sure the core or the spine of the team. So talking about Liverpool, yeah, Obio a key member of the setup. From the goalkeeping department, Alisson Becker, I made mention of his name earlier. Oba Midfield, Ababeto Ravenback. On yet the typical DM Abenyano, but in terms of playmaking, you know. From the second phase, Ravenback has done a lot for Liverpool ever since Onya and Mojo no back, you know. And of course, in the final third, you have Mo Salah. So this is the core part of Liverpool team, you know. Name team, you know, by structural. Home by baby upon it. Home by baby upon it. Say in terms of the dominance and their rise, these two players are no more power. From the laterals, so no more Juma providing a lot of chances in the final third. The told to be a hundred bar. Somebody goes back, come here to be 8 minutes side count. And I am talking about Trent. And a Robertson. Now every era be also at some point and so Liverpool, this particular combination has been excellent, but and then come that perfection is almost over. Now you over there, now Liverpool be replace you more. It might not be profile for profile, but in terms of work ethics, brilliance and all that, Liverpool are looking for players just as a Trent, you know. So when you say Jeremy Frimpong for Leverkusen, for the Dutch national team, we all know his profile. Of football, Jabon also, of running a lot. But me, I did invert it about central part of the field. I did a lot to the game. And you're very, very resilient with or without the ball. So it might not be life for Trent. But a Jumanan Kasankasana day. Let's give confidence to Jeremy Frimpong. Say, yeah, we'll bet me about Jumano Eddie Liverpool for. But we've always been saying, say, every partnership, no, yeah, now a combination. Jeremy Frimpong, boy, me boni dino, or bar on a wine and eba. This is one area of the Liverpool setup. I saw Shannon. Milos Kekes, who is this boy? Liverpool for Benyana na so munfanya na say ya wo Benyana and the profile no et say so Jeremy Frimpong at the right back position ahoye field left back hono and a Milos Kekes o Serbia ni wo de call hungry so ambeje no because of countries ni me no nyina na we uhu no no Modric omo awo e pam omo to kwatena for no bia no o mase ni bia ni on the ball he's really demonstrated a lot of quality without the ball too or you're resilient pa onimbugani di because onimbugadi I'm not trying to talk about a more dirtier left back, but a Barca on add aggression to the game, when the game necessitates. He does all of that. Onye fullback say we jira me dey yakwa na ohumi oh ye lusu body dey asa me ho kire me. He's not that. A Barca on count from you betima come from. And he really survives in duels, a dual contactor. Say obi ne ho count. Otimi yes adwuma no. Me fan compare obia because we up and coming. Onye established left back. Maka sure say before me used to established a player no. Busa ho say and no job on the boy e ba kai na yen kai no. So Milos Kekes has had a very good season for Bournemouth. Well, yeah, Juma or EPN, everybody knows him. He can cover a lot of spaces on the ball because of the technical quality, And with me, I did a bit of goals to the game, Or shall we three just a bit? Said about my bench, or Chelsea, and this is Milos Kekes. Magically, yeah, he's up there. Season in question. Uba was a players be break across the length of the EPL, Players back maybe be a knocks and injuries. Milos Kekes survive under a lot of tassels. And yeah, didn't Liverpool for Penibino. Wouldn't be a Liverpool for pay. All said Liverpool ne Basano. Now Robertson a jire message Bobby. No message from Osako Poli Nitro Kakra. So or Jaboni we are just a still no whole count. No near do also. So EPL there he's so befitting for Liverpool style. No? Liverpool naturally and culturally. In terms of their style of play, their first phase has always been very much calm. But a Drew Midfield, they're the final third now. You have somebody like Cody Gakpo in the final third. You have Salah, you have Luis Diaz, you have Jota, full of speed and energy. Who keep people on day? And into the Liverpool game, every time in the second phase, Trent, Robertson, no more joining, no more call. Not DM, not drop your Babaka 2 central defenders. That makes it a makeshift back three with 4-man midfield because me and you cannot turn a movie. I can 2 wingers now, in addition to the striker. Liverpool in the final demands a lot from their fullbacks. And so Milos Kekes games, I will show what I say no for when you boo. No for you can't Jeremy from Paul say when I'm right to call, na Milos and I'm left to call. Would you be missing Trent and the Robertson?
Let's say Omanya equally good replacements for both lateral.
That is a point. That is a point. Look, Liverpool is like Real Madrid. Liverpool is like Bayern. They are also like a certain PSG or Soreba. Almost to say Barcelona. Every time, because of my attacking team, I'm not 2 and 3 and I say, oh, Chayani Akoba. At the Canadian can say fullback, Garuna Vomudi enemy, or Bijamo halfway. Namuatuasuko. This is a modern day ideology Liverpool pick from the Bayern Madrid setup. And you remember the days of Glenn Johnson for Liverpool. You're passing more than on Suzukobi. That same party on a Trent Abefaswa. Were very effective for the Three Lions and of course Liverpool and Omanya Milos Kekes. But confirm, is it a final deal on common question?
Oh, the idea.
Mama Liverpool for the quadruple. So say Milos Kekes Abadia, there will be a very good squad for this manager. And it's lot. You sure how season we are still in the transfers. Pep Guardiola sensane pa yaw. Pep Real market anymore. But show TV so these players might be finding their way out of the club. Now who squad me say I mean Kasomoko. They might leave. Some of them might leave. Bernardo Silva at 26. Now Osha sometimes or more a time I'm joining a club but be on my board. It feels like a man may in terms of sources. And the play one man second time now and soon be sell but club no person sell one so. You have Bernardo Silva, Jack Grealish, Matheus Nunes, Kevin De Bruyne, John Stones, Ederson, Kevin Phillips, all these guys now. James McCarthy, Ika Gundogan, Aka come update me sometimes. Send out take it for any deal come. Kyle Walker, Stefan Ortega, Scott Carson. These guys ebi now, but catch yourself, Rodrigo, no, I say City for Shano, I saw better as one. But say, these guys are on their way out, and especially Carl is already gone. Grealish is already gone. Kevin De Bruyne, pictures are Yamani. We can confidently say, Romumi and Sa, Sizina, Ebaby Romu, Yaw, Omumobi. Now, Oshabomi and Sa, they have been huge part of Manchester City success. Yaw, how do they replace them? Pep Guardiola wants to come back big time. The catch was a Mikel Arteta and squad na Pep Guardiola atoto o jumper for me and sano. So with me and Yaman TC and be a Benya lineup with the TVC. Juan Garcia de Barcelona for that TS. So we maintain it doesn't here. But left back, Nuri, your friend Ryan, is in. Right back, and the Nunez, but only says it's between two lineups. I'll be back with that.
Okay.
Central defense, and I'll be back call Abdul Kudur, who's son of. Wouldn't see and chance as the left central defender, with Ruben Diaz and Bebaha. And of course, Ruben Diaz is a constant member. It's a mathematics in the K. It's always a constant K. Ruben Diaz. Say Akanji. Say Vardiol. Always Ruben Diaz. Now you shall line up with my Obeba method. No, if we are talking about 4-3-3 there. 4-3-3 means Rodri is just going to be the lone anchor between the two lines of defense, midfield, and attacking. So or sit as the lone anchor there. We have Bernardo Silva and then Tijani, the new incomer for Manchester City. Tijani Obeyajuma. I know Akumia loves this boy. Now Bernardo Silva. So you have half eight. Now Rodri boy Jomachi. In the final third, I know I'll cause a lot of confusion, but this is it. So Pep Guardiola in this control of midfield ayaw. On check what board so wins. Take this. A tactical information I'm the man. You have this projection on your screen. You have Tijani, you have Bernardo Silva, and then Rodri. You think Pep will still play natural wingers to stay on the ball more wider? Because in the for the ball on swatch, Pep will be looking for goals instead of creativity from the wider zones. And come on out here say, so I want to say I can't even bet you more. So Pep any control on the ball.
I'm so question be over so
New. Once a Pep usually builds with a 3-1, not necessarily with a 3-2. So this is what we call with a 3-1-6. Even let's go with a 3-2. Now looking at the back four, Nunes and Etnuri, because Etnuri no Okaso on any part of the trainer or Konenima or far better. That's how we defend it. So between Ono and Nunes, wine pa. And would you relish the point? He said maybe Etnuri also have the opportunity to become an inverted fullback in this particular discussion. Because when I'm a concern what in terms of Pep builder, because the build up on Feniagro.
This question is a bit tricky because Pep and saying not about 3 back. We know the John Stones anymore.
yes.
I don't know they call G Champions League free enter hono. And what you know, I reverted quickly to the back four. Now back four, now what you know with a right back, and convert Nunez. But because this guy is midfield and inti, 2, what's the profile and everything? On your good tackler, on your good defensively, or any man very good. And coincidentally, was also on your left backer. Or quite anymore anyway good. So Akomia is trying to find out say a Bassa Pep first face or qua when between Nuri and a Matthias Nunes when no bed dropping a manaka who's son of and a Ruben Diaz on Wajaba Aquamanako. In my opinion, Obejai itinerary Amanako.
Amanako anymore.
Amanako then this guy
will be stay.
Yes. It will be like that. It will be like that.
Because Nuri no Wolves on born now boy in a born.
And I'm a question.
And we need now walk on.
Or anymore a super player. With super player defensively, a lot of weaknesses. The system would have to cover him. Now the system will cover him through Matthias movement. Then Rodri will do a lot of stuff. But I share the Kituabua. Oh, say my mouth goal scorers in Kwa. Foden is a better goal scorer than these two. Now watch the wins. Because Hasumei Nunes left had a Rico Lewis Abeto right back. Pep can do this. But I know you have 3-man midfield and then you have a lot of wingers. I had a Misuno. Yes.
So different lineup we Savinho on the right wing, Jeremy Doku on the left wing.
Namisubabo with a lot of width.
We move with on the opponent, but you can't get goals from Doku and then Savinho as compared to Foden and then Mamouche.
True.
These guys they want to get into the box. But when we know, kukuru for now ball no be there. You play them against defensive sides, especially against low blocks. Low blocks, Mamouche can create in one-on-one situations, but one-on-one now must say, especially a team who wants to more deeper. No, you need these guys, Savino to penetrate. You need Doku to penetrate, and sometimes probably Foden. But Mamouche there a deep block on Kahon. Se team no just or sit deep wa obi obaje ball e kwan be fa so be wura blocks mu no that's not Mamouche. Mamouche has a finishing instinct. Mamouche is like a certain Danny Olmo. When you sit deep they struggle, but Doku and Savino gives you options in terms of playing against defensive blocks on the room, but you are not getting goals from them.
With behind defensive blocks on one of the stretch pitch no more. In this instance, I think Rico Lewis comes into the middle of the pack. Ebe make shape more like a 3-2-5 build up. But due to Rico Lewis' ability to also create from the middle of the pack and control possession, you know, at Nuri Nubeka Oka, then Bernardo Silva no a one of me shall be to say Ryan Sheki.
What's the lineup?
Enemy no crown final.
What I say?
Massa.
I'm able to say Ryan Sheki.
City for squad
In the 3-2-5 now.
I know I'm a
It was half 5 no what Tijani Renders. Now Ryan Sheki.
I know me kai say me post is a Monfa League na Man City for na man for so na me den.
Omanya squad.
Squad Omanya ba adaptation
team e bi on be bolo block no.
Shake beba easily.
That is it.
Shake beba be yit Tijani and Silva don't to me be hard na wa. Yeah, Omanya squad, but there can be another alternative, especially Pep doesn't love the diamond. And Ancelotti a pet diamond, you know. But the diamond puts Mamouche and Haaland more closer to the box. So this is the diamond. It's a bit tricky. The 4-3-3 converts to 4-2-3-1 when you move Bernardo Silva into the 10th position. But what's more funny is say formation this is without Sheki. Now this is the diamond. And this is a look at the diamond. They give Ancelotti formation here. Ancelotti don't sit here. The formation here. About 2 strikers. It can be Crespo, Inzaghi, it can be Shevchenko, Crespo, and the 2, Inzaghi, Shevchenko. No, about 4, no. Then you have Pirlo, Seedorf, Gattuso, Almighty Kaka. No, about the 2. Kaka, none of the godfather in terms of the number 10 definition, no, Recosta. Recosta free one Kaka Babe show. So Ancelotti there, and Konya City squad where this could have probably been the lineup and Kodibe room. But Nkomo we nyina ye gino yaw. Right shaking room. And I've gone solely with players Pep Nimomo or more establish it and extra for me I to be well because City left back on a hot the whole Salvador Beba central defense. But this is just going to be another Pep Guardiola squad or by hard EPNum.
But this is in there.
Or by hard and yeah fast on few minutes and share itinerary kakra amount for Nimno Wolves for no I'm making a player. But yeah, there's one secret about Wolves. What should Wolves are all baby I'm players in the call.
From a hood to a bigger club.
I'm a person on Conquest and Kitchen more.
Or Pedro Neto to Chelsea. Mateus Cunha to United and Nuri to Man City. Vitinha and so called Paris Saint-Germain. João Martino. They have these guys. I know I'm about far away so called. That's Wolves. It means I want prepare players for the big stage, and it happens like on and off the ball. Itinerary gives you a lot, and I'm sure Pep Guardiola will love him. How you see Dani Alves, how you see certain left backs to say Abidal more, not really without the ball, but on the ball you need to offer a lot to your game. And this is Pep Guardiola. This guy is really made up like a Pep player. He's just going to work for Man City. The area hono here a bit of depth because minim sakomia cowboy so left back also knew how be sure maybe put away Vardiol but left back on so knew who comes in that department. That's a little depth. I'm the Asteris at Tony Square, but he's a quality player. Oh yeah,
he's a quality player.
True. Well, Real Madrid also confirmed Den Heisen so be number 24. Ti yama mo ho shara akwanya the pictures ni bi anu ama Real Madrid supporters no enso ho say medical ni bibia de we wa pass but omama no JC number 24 eno akwada na friend say Den Heisen say waba be Real Madrid omo player officially ono ana omo de number 24 no enso de amano ne Florentino Perez enso gina me ne ade ne nyina ne de ho nsem no mo eba shak ma also e de amount ya no ama ahwefo no enso ho seri ade no enso ebesi akowo mamemra ho no me na ye nto asomeza